Sessions and lessons unscripted. Oh yeah. Where the groove gets lifted. Ooh, don't miss it. Clap your hands, lean in, we're gifted.
Hello, everybody. It's Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And sitting across from me, giving me dirty looks, is, for one, the only Gloria Rosario. Wow, what happened there? See, I told you not to drink that before we came on.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
See, she doesn't listen. I told her, do not drink that fizzy stuff before we come on. And you almost belched in everybody's ear. Should I stop the recording and help you over there, or what's going on here?
No, just let me go peacefully.
Oh my gosh. No, you are going nowhere. You're going to stay in this life with me.
All right.
Hello,
What's everybody
everyone.
doing? Hello out there.
Are you sure I need to perform like some kind of medical procedure over there?
No, I'm good.
See, people, she doesn't listen. She's a rebel.
Anyways, how's it going, everybody?
Well, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing all right. How are you, Gloria?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
Hanging in there, doing better?
Yeah, for the most part.
That's good. You seem to be doing a lot better.
It's the drugs.
The drugs. I'm sure they're helping.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's good. Very, very good. Me, it's the typical normal stuff.
Yeah.
Stress that I'm trying to just deal with.
Life.
Yeah, life, exactly. I swear to God, the life was so much more easier back in the day.
Back in the day.
I want to go move back with my parents. Let's go move with my parents.
No, thank you.
Or your parents, somebody.
I'm good.
But you know what? We still got to work and still do stuff.
I'd rather be homeless.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You can be homeless. I can live with my parents.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
No, that's all right.
Let me know how that goes.
Well, it's been an interesting, I don't know. I like I said, I'm doing all right, but I mean, we talk about it like, I don't know, this week has just been too long. I'm ready for a break already. And we had just come back from our little trip. Oh my God, that was so nice.
It was.
I want to go on another trip.
Let's leave tomorrow.
Well, I mean, we got holidays coming up that we can maybe take advantage of. I don't know if you're down for that, but
I'm down for whatever.
man, can you guys believe it? It's the year's almost over.
I know, and yesterday we just realized that the episode that downloaded I can't even speak. The episode that downloaded last week was our 50th episode already.
Oh yeah, the one that just posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was which I think the episode was so random.
Yeah.
Yeah, our 50th episode.
Wow.
So if I had like sound effects or one of those little horns, party horns, I'd blow it. But we don't have the budget on this show. So if anybody out there wants to invest in a show, here we are. So speaking of things being more simpler and fun back in the day, Gloria and I were just talking about like childhood memories, because we were like, we kind of touched on it on another episode about how you look back and then just kind of reminisce on good times and then kind of bring it into the present time.
Right.
So we were just kind of, talking about it. And of course, us being Gen Xers, Gloria's more of a, what do they call it, a Zennial? You're like,
I think those labels are so stupid.
no, yeah, labels are normally stupid, but like, I mean, I guess that's what we're classified as.
I mean, we grew up around the same time. Like, I know.
Well, yeah, I was born in the 70s and you were born in the 80s.
Yeah.
In the early 80s.
Yes, I was.
So we were thinking about in this episode just having a little fun and just kind of like tossing questions around and kind of going through them about basically our childhood, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So the first question would be, Gloria, which Saturday morning cartoon did you swear was educational just so your parents wouldn't kick you off the TV?
Um, I don't know. My mom didn't really have restrictions on us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that's a weird question because it's, oh, by the way, guys, yes, we went to the old Chat GPT and this just spit out random questions.
No, I don't know. My mom didn't care what we watched. She just didn't I think it was The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. I can
really-
kind of see
yeah.
that. I think with me, I think it was more music videos. Like they didn't like me watching. Well, my mom didn't like me watching music videos, especially back then. Because I mean, well, I don't know. I guess they're worse now, right? The stuff that's in music videos. But back then, it was like,
It
oh,
was scandalous if somebody was wearing like a mini skirt.
yeah, like a mini skirt or like a leotard or something. I don't know, but I think that would be mine.
I don't know. Like I said, my mom wasn't really restrictive. I mean, she didn't like us watching certain movies with like naughty parts.
Well, yeah, you're a kid.
But I mean, we had no restrictions really.
And then it was funny because when we were kids, now I got it. I know we used to have the video stores,
Yeah.
and so we would always, the way it would work, we'd go to the video store. My parents would rent they'd rent an action movie for my dad. My mom would usually get like a rom-com or a comedy, and then we got to pick a movie, whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
And then we would go home and watch it. And of course, there was times where, and I hope they're not listening, I would go and watch some of the movies that they would watch for them.
Oh yeah, we did that a lot too. I remember that.
Or I would go to like buddies' houses and watch the videos that they rent.
I don't know. One time my brothers watched a movie that my mom didn't want us to watch specifically. I was like, okay, whatever. So I had gone out with my friends. And apparently my brothers decided to put the movie on while I was gone.
Mhm.
And of course the dummies forgot to take it out of the VCR.
Oh boy.
So they went to bed. I came home, and then my mom was super mad. She said, "Why did you watch this movie?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had like no clue. I got my butt whooped.
Oh, so you got punished for
I
it.
got punished for it.
Okay, you guys. All right. So be honest. Did your mixtape game ever actually win you a crush or just embarrass you with too much Phil Collins? Hey, what's wrong with Phil Collins? I love Phil Collins.
I don't know. We didn't really do that. We gave each other like little notes and stuff.
Yeah, that's how we did it. Just notes. I wouldn't make a mixtape.
I don't know. Why is that like a common thing that people say that happened?
I don't know.
I don't remember any of that.
All right, quick story. This is a lot of people know this story already, but speaking of notes, so when I was in 4th grade, there was this one girl I had a super crush on, right? So this girl I was like, I had a super crush on. So I got the courage one day to write a love note, and I'm a 4th grader. How old are 4th graders? 9, 10?
I guess.
So I'm like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. 11. I have no idea. I don't remember. It's been so long. But anyways, so I wrote this letter, and I was so nervous to give this letter to her after school. So I went and got the courage, and then I went up to her, gave her the note, and I remember her sister was there, and I think one other girl. And I gave her the note, and then I don't remember. It was some cheesy, stupid 4th grader gibberish. So about my undying love for her or whatever with hearts and stuff. So then she's like, she reads it, just has this blank look on her face. Then she proceeds to rip the love letter in front of me, and then she threw it at my face, and then ran away. So I was like super like heartbroken. So yeah, that every time I think of love letters or passing notes, I think about that.
Yeah. I was like, I think I told this story before. When I was in the hospital with pneumonia for a while, and my best friend at the time was like, "Oh, you have a note from that boy you liked." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So I went and I read the letter, and it was like sweet or whatever. And for the longest time, I thought that he was the one that wrote it, but it actually ended up being my friend just
Oh,
wrote another. Yeah.
I have heard this
Yeah.
story. The nerve of some people. Let's see. Were you the proud owner of a Trapper Keeper, or were you the kid with the sad off-brand binder?
I had the Trapper Keeper.
I honestly don't remember if I had an actual Trapper Keeper.
No, I did.
I don't remember. I think I did.
Well, I had 2 Trapper Keepers, and then I had the Nike Trapper Keepers.
Nike Trapper Keeper.
Like it was like a art keeper type of thing.
I was probably out of school.
Sure.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Nike?
Nike had their own brand of school supplies.
Okay.
And I remember that was one year that my dad decided to come and drop dollars on us.
Buy you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, name brand like
Buy your love.
yeah, and then disappear. But yes, I did have Trapper Keepers, and I had the Nike brand ones too.
What was the one Christmas present you begged for and didn't get? Are you still holding that grudge against your parents?
We didn't celebrate Christmas.
Okay. For myself, I don't remember if I asked for it for Christmas. I know I really wanted it, but for you guys out there that were alive back then, well, most of you were that, I guess.
Well, I would hope so if they're still listening.
You were a kid or a young person back then, I should say.
Right.
Anyways, my big thing was G.I. Joe's, Transformers. I mean, I had so many toys. But anyways, Transformer wise, I wanted Megatron, but back then he transforms into a tank, I think. Before he used to transform into an actual gun.
Oh, I remember that.
And my parents would not get it for me because it was a gun, right? They didn't want me playing around with a toy gun.
Right.
So yeah, that was one present I've always wanted. I never got. Then when I got older and I had older people money, I went, I'm going to buy it now that I have money for it, right? I'm going to find one and get it.
Right.
Man, that thing was that was like stupid money. Like I don't need it. It's like, forget it. Probably back in the day when I wanted it was like $10.
Yeah.
And then I think when I looked, it was like $500 or something like that.
A lot of that old school memorabilia now is worth a lot of money.
Man, I wish I would have kept all my toys. Man, I would have had some money. I had what? He-Man, I had G.I. Joe, Transformers, bunch of Marvel stuff. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff.
Well, I know that. Well, my mom, I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like, my mom worked a lot. Like, she was never home, so she was like a single mom. And we never really went without stuff. Like, I remember the one toy that I always asked her for and she never got for me was it was like a toy where it was like a tube and you wrapped it around yourself.
Okay. Oh, and you put like a marble or something?
It was a marble or a ball, and then you would kind of have to wiggle to make it come down. It's in competition. That was the only thing. And then she turned around and got us a Nintendo, which was like it's so much more expensive than the little game that I wanted.
Man, I remember. So when I was a kid, my parents would go to Puerto Rico and take us with, of course. And we would visit family and all of that stuff. And they would always, I don't know if this was how you guys were when you go to Mexico or whatever, but they always brought like gifts with them, right? Or like,
Right, for the younger cousins.
well, the younger cousins, and then
Family and stuff.
like my uncle was into, like, at the time CDs were like just coming out, and like it was the hottest thing, and like he wanted a CD player, and he was like into ham radios and all that kind of stuff. So he wanted a CD player, so my parents had got him one, and then my cousins wanted a Nintendo, so they ended up getting them a Nintendo. We didn't even have a Nintendo. And it's like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, I mean, I just thought that was kind of crazy.
Well, no, we got the Nintendo because my mom was, like I said, she was a workaholic. We would be home. You know, we're latch cake. I can't even say it.
That's kid.
That's what we were. And my mom didn't want us to be outside all the time. So she compromised with us. She's like, you could bring your little friends over and you guys can play it. She's like, but I don't want you guys roaming the streets all the time. So she ended up getting us the Nintendo and it worked. All of our friends or all the neighborhood kids would come by because we were like one of the first kids to get it.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. I have a lot of good memories about that.
Do you remember the first music video you saw on MTV, or did you only tune in for Beavis and Butthead?
Girls, girls, girls.
Really? Motley Crue?
That was the first video I ever saw on MTV.
Mine was Video Killed the Radio Star. I was there from the beginning.
Yeah. They used to have like a lot of metal on MTV.
MTV was like most of my viewing.
Yeah.
Like I would, yeah, I watched a lot of MTV, and MTV used to be great. Like you had your music videos, then they had their specific shows like MTV Raps, Headbangers Ball. What was it, 120 minutes? Just they had really great shows, and then you would get to see like your favorite like artists live because they visit MTV studios and play. It was great, like, but
MTV doesn't even exist anymore, right?
they kind of do, I think, but they're like one of those weird, just extra channels that, I mean, you could probably find it on regular TV now or something. I don't know. I heard that they sold or threw away.
No, they got rid of all of their old,
like a lot of their library, like
Yeah.
like the old MTV news clips and like documentary stuff. I mean, they like got rid of it, like they trashed it. Like, why? That stuff's like history. I don't know who bought MTV, but they did. We don't need all of this stuff. It's like, what? It's like if I was a millionaire, I'd offer to buy it. I'll buy it. I'll put it online or something.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, times move on and things change, so.
No.
Yeah.
No. MTV, bring old MTV back. It won't be the same. It'll be like Cardi B videos and what else? What other stuff?
We had cable on and off. Like we weren't holding out.
We didn't have cable.
How did you watch on TV then?
When I got cable,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
when I was a teenager.
Right. We didn't have cable. We had cable on and off.
You gotta keep in mind, dear, that I ran away when I was 15.
Yeah. But we used to watch the bots.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone out there has had that in their town, but it was basically,
Is that just a Chicago thing?
I don't know, but it was a station that played music videos, and you would call to ask for the specific video, and they would play it. Like each video had a different number, and you would punch the number in, and it would play the video on your TV. But it was kind of stupid because if it was a popular song,
It was gonna come on
it
anyway.
was gonna come on anyway. So all you'd have to do is sit there and watch videos until the one you want came on.
No, and you were also able to text message people through the screen. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you could write messages. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of revolutionary if you think about
At
it.
the time, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like your TikTok lives and stuff where the people talk while this thing's going on.
Right.
Yeah, that is true. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. All right. If you could resurrect one mall store, would it be for the nostalgia or just so you could buy another pair of Z Cavaricis?
And I was never into those.
I had never owned a pair of those.
What were they?
There were those pants that were like kind of baggy.
Like the MC Hammer pants?
No, I wouldn't say they're MC Hammer pants.
Because what was big when I was like a teenager or preteen were the Jinkos.
Oh, yeah. Those are those big, wide,
Yeah.
baggy things, right?
Yeah, everyone wore Jinkos.
If I had the power to wave a wand and bring a mall back, it would be the old Brickyard Mall. We're from Chicago. I don't know if anybody out there is from our area, but the old Brickyard Mall, like back in the 90s, was awesome. Like I spent so much time there. It was great.
I don't know. I went to the mall in my later years, like when I was in 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And we had Golf Mill, we had Randhurst, and we had Woodfield. And those were like the major malls that everybody went to.
All right. Which video game did you waste most of your quarters on?
Video game?
Well, at the arcade. Or did you not really go to the arcade?
No, we did. It was either Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or what was that other one? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There was this other one. Oh no, it was a pinball machine.
I used to like pinball.
I love pinball.
Yeah, pinball really was fun. I liked it. A lot of guys, like as time went on, less and less people played it.
Yeah.
I like them. Like if I see a pinball machine, I usually put the quarters in.
Right. Yeah, I like the pinball machine. That's where all my money went.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I think I used to play Donkey Kong, the original one, a lot. In later years, it was the fighting games. I would play like Street Fighter and all that stuff. Or what was that one game? It was Pit Fighter, I think it was called. It was like a photorealistic fighting game. It was kind of stupid. Didn't have lasting power because people were after a while. They're like, this is lame. But I used to play that a lot too.
Oh, I used to like to play Pac-Man.
Pac-Man was good.
Yeah.
And your standard ones, right? Galaga, what is it? Asteroids.
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
But the game I used to play more at home was Castlevania.
Oh, some of those are pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like they're repeating some of these questions. What's going on here? So
No one's not prepared.
Who's not prepared?
You're
I'm
not
always
prepared.
prepared. You're never prepared.
Apparently not.
People, don't listen to her. Be honest, did your family own more Tupperware or more butter tubs pretending to be Tupperware?
My mom had a bunch of sewing kits.
Well, you know what, people? We're Latinos, so that means that most of our containers had the opposite of what should be in there.
If it was butter?
If you were looking for butter, it was like beans.
It was beans pressed too.
If you were looking for cookies, it was sewing equipment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's it. I don't know if it's only a Latino thing, but
I hated that. Like I would be thinking that we had sour cream, and then I'd open it and it'd be like salsa.
yeah. Okay, did you survive childhood without a helmet because your parents thought head injuries might build character?
Oh, absolutely.
Man, I remember one time, actually a couple of times, because I used to ride my bike a lot when I was a kid, and there was 2 times where I got into a really bad accident. The first time, me and a bunch of buddies were in a parking lot, just pedaling as fast as we could, right? And we're zigzagging and trying not to hit each other. And guess what happens? One guy zigged, the other guy zagged, and it was bam. So, and this happened to be a bike that I really wanted. It was when mountain bikes, I think, first came out, and people were like, "Oh, I want to get a mountain bike." So my dad went and got me this bike. It was cool looking, and I slammed into the guy, or my buddy, and all I remember was tumbling. Right, I just everything is just tumbling. It's like if you saw a movie or camera, just falling, and then I blacked out for like a split second, came back up, looked down. My bike, the fork was all bent. My front tire was bent almost in half. I hit him that hard,
Oh, wow.
and then I was dizzy. I looked down, my arms full of blood because there was like gravel or something, and I scraped my elbow up really bad. And my one buddy's freaking out because he sees all this blood, and oh my gosh, I can see your bone. Like, what are you talking about? So then, of course, I went home, and I'm like, I got no bike to ride, so I gotta walk the bike home. And boy, I didn't hear the end of that one. So they had to take my bike to a bike repair shop, have it repaired. Yeah, it was not fun.
I think the stupidest thing that I ever did as a kid, um, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I was kind of play fighting with my uncle, and I was being a dick. So I was like, I didn't want him to leave, so I sat on his trunk of his car, right? So keep in mind that he's the adult, the grown up, right? So I'm riding in the back of the trunk, and he's moving towards like the street to go out into the main street. And I kind of panicked because he wasn't stopping, right? So when he hit the gas, I pushed myself off and it accelerated me, and I bounced 3 times on my knees. And then I slipped for like 2 or 3 feet, and then I like landed on my face. It was pretty bad. So my I lied to my mom. I used to rollerblade a lot in the parking lot. And I had this habit of jumping over the parking blocks, that they have in some apartment complexes. So I told my mom, and she never believed me, that I was jumping over it and I landed wrong, and I landed right on the concrete because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Right.
And my knee was so messed up. It got like 3 times bigger than what it normally should be.
Yeesh.
And I remember that we had to go to Mexico. Like, I think we left like the next day or the day after that. And it had gotten so swollen that I think it was my grandma, took a knife and kind of opened my knee up a little bit, and this liquid came out.
Ew.
It was so bad, but it got better after that. And then I never admitted to my mom what happened until many, many years later. And she's like, I knew you were lying to me.
All right. Which poster did you have on your bedroom wall, and do you want to admit how much you practice kissing it?
I don't know. I shared a room with my brothers. Um, I don't know. I really wasn't into posters.
I used to have posters, but it was always like sports or
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
cars.
say. Like, me and my brothers like sports, so we had like basketball, like Michael Jordan, cars. Um, I don't know. I never really did that. I always thought that was creepy. I had friends who did that kind of stuff, and I was like, ew, why are you kissing paper, you weirdo?
Making out with a magazine.
Yeah, let's tongue down this paper. No, thank you. Gosh, it is repulsive. Gross. What's next?
All right. Which toy from your childhood would you fight me for if it magically came back?
Um, we I don't know. I was into Rainbow Bright. I don't think you would fight me for that.
Absolutely not. Although you would fight me for like G.I. Joe
I
or
would. Oh, we remember.
Transformers or my cars.
So we about to be two fat bitches rumbling over there.
Which school lunch trade did you think was genius but was actually a scam?
I don't understand.
Like when you were at lunch and some kid wanted to trade you a pudding for like your milk or something, or
I did.
like a snack you didn't like and you wanted to trade. You never did that when you were a kid?
No, I always had school lunches. My mom didn't have time to make me lunch.
Yeah, but even then, right? Because the people pick different stuff.
No, our schools were different. They just made a menu for us, and that's what we had for the day.
When I went to grade school, my mom would make lunch because I went to a private school. And once I hit high school was like the cafeteria lunch.
Right.
And I remember I always used to get the same thing. And I don't know, they'd have these cheeseburgers that had this like white cheese on it. I don't know what kind of cheese it was. And these fries, and they were always really good. And that's the only thing I eat from there. That's it.
The only school lunch that I didn't like, and I'm very particular about this to this day, is I hated school hot dogs.
I don't think I've ever had them.
Oh man, they were so gross. They were like, I don't know. You know, I'm very picky about hot dogs to this day. Like, I don't like eating the cheapy hot dogs. So in those days, I would just get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Really?
Yeah. The school would provide us with an
Like
alternative.
Super Grover?
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Yes.
I always thought Grover didn't get enough love. It was always Elmo or Ernie.
I never thought Snuffleupagus got love.
Oh, I wasn't a big fan of
You
Snuffleupagus.
see?
I don't know what it was.
He was my favorite. That
Because he ate cabbage and I didn't like cabbage back then.
such a threat.
I don't know. I liked Big Bird a lot. He was one of my favorites.
I loved all the characters.
No, I didn't like Telly Monster.
No?
No, not Telly, no.
Which one was Telly?
He was the one with that long, like, orange nose.
Oh.
He looked like a dish rag. A dish rag with a mouth. That's what he looked like to me. Telly Monster.
I don't know. I loved all the.
I liked Oscar the Grouch's little worm. Where was it? Smiley? I think it was Smiley, wasn't it?
Wormy?
No, not Wormy. I think it was Smiley.
Maybe.
Because Oscar is a grouch, right? And then he named his worm Smiley as like a being a smart ass. Oh, it's my worm Smiley. Oscar was cool too. And what was the female grouch? Because he had a sister or something,
I
right?
don't know.
Grouchina or
I don't
something.
remember her much.
Yeah, there was like a female grouch at one point too.
Mm.
Yeah, but no, I did not like Snuffleupagus. And I thought Grover should have got more love.
More love.
Especially Super Grover. Super Grover was awesome. And he's cute too. All right, which tragic haircut did you think was hot? Bowl cut, mullet, or spiky gel porcupine look?
The bowl cut. I begged my mom for
That
months.
It's weird.
Months. Because all the girls in my class had it. And I didn't want to be left.
Bowl cuts?
A bowl cut. Yes.
Oh, whatever. No.
That's Caucasians for you. Most of my classmates were Caucasian, and everybody was rocking the bowl cut. I was being.
So bowl cuts, huh?
Yeah, it felt like I was being pressured into having a bowl cut.
All right. I think we're going to be done with the questions. I know Gloria was wanting to share like favorite back in the day childhood moments. And we're bickering back and forth because I'm not going to say we never did anything fun, but to me, it's just like, eh. And she's like, are you serious? No, I mean, there's stuff we've done, but
Like, I had a rough childhood, but I still
Like I'm not that's not like I don't know. Maybe I'm being weird, or maybe I'm been hardened after all these years.
maybe I don't know. I just
All right, while you share yours,
okay.
are we just picking one?
I have a whole bunch of them. I mean,
Okay, I'll give you two since you have so many.
okay.
And while you do that, I will think of one. And there you go. So continue, Gloria.
Okay, so I think my favorite memory was when growing up we used to go to Indiana Jones all the time.
Never been. Or maybe once.
I'm sure you have been. Everybody and their mama has been to Indiana Jones.
That was a thing back in the day when you were from Chicago. You had to make a trip down there.
Oh, we went almost every.
I honestly don't think I've ever been there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been down there.
Wow, that is
Nope.
crazy to me. But
Yeah.
anyways, so every year we used to get together with my mom's like I don't know, she's a cousin's wife and her kids, and we would go every year. Well, one time for a reason or another, they weren't able to join us, so my mom's like, "It's okay." She's like, "We can go," and that idea was so like different for us because we were always with those cousins.
Right.
So we get there and we got lost. And
Oh, I think, is this the one where you ran into some weird guy?
no, not.
Oh.
They,
What's with you been getting lost all the time down there?
I don't know, but we always came into adventure, so it was all right.
Adventures of almost getting kidnapped or slaughtered by some serial killer.
I had a very crazy childhood, but stop interrupting me, please. So we ended up going to this beach that was on the other side of Indiana Dunes. So we didn't make it to the dunes exactly, but it was a different part of the beach that we had never ever been to. And it was really cool because it was a spur of the moment type of thing. And we got there and we found like all these little shells, and the weather was cloudy and it was like windy, but it was a beautiful day. And I just remember that we had like, it was such a wholesome time. Like, it was probably one of the few times where, there was no drama and it was just me, my mom, and my brothers. And I just remember that all the time because it was just something that we weren't used to doing, and it was just like nice, and it was a beautiful day. And then I don't know, it was a good time. See, that was that simple. It doesn't have to be like anything like spectacular.
All right, I told you can pick two, so you have another one.
My second favorite childhood memory, I think, is the carnival that used to come where we grew up every year after school season was over. Like it was a week or 2 weeks after we got out of school every year. At the back then we used to call it the Rosemont Horizon, and it was an arena where they would do concerts and all that stuff.
Everything was there.
Everything was there, and yeah, we got so many tickets for so many different things because we were like right down the street from there. But it was cool because like my mom would give us money and we would go, and it would just be me and my brothers, and we would like go to the arcade, go to rides, and then we'd come across friends from school, and it was just it was a lot of fun. Simple. Those are my two favorite memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine is very short because I wasn't around after a while.
Okay.
So, I mean, one of the first ones that comes to mind is our trips to Puerto Rico to visit family. I used to really like that. And, I mean, of course, when you're in Puerto Rico, to us, I guess, I don't want to say we take it for granted, but I mean, there was a lot of, don't get me wrong, there's fun stuff to do and go and see and whatever, and hanging out with cousins that, don't live in the same country you do. But I used to really enjoy when we would go to Puerto Rico. I didn't enjoy the mosquitoes or having to sleep under a mosquito net, but that would be a highlight. I really enjoyed that when we would go to Puerto Rico. And another one that would come to mind is, and I don't, to be quite honest, I don't know what like my parents' financial situation was. I mean, I know we were never without anything, and I know when I would ask for stuff, they tell me no. But like I said before, when you get older, you kind of realize,
what the deal was.
yeah, that's like we're not just gonna keep spending money. We gotta pay the rent. So, uh, so Puerto Rico. So and like I said, I don't know if my dad had to like maybe save up for it, or I mean, I'd imagine so, right?
Right.
Taking your wife and 2 kids. Um, and then going to Great America here in where like we said before, we're from Chicago, and there's a town here called Gurnee, and that's where Six Flags is. And there was, I think we went a couple times, and it was pretty fun. I mean, I'd never get on any of the roller coasters or anything like that.
Yeah.
But a day in an amusement park's fun, you know.
Yeah.
Especially, I was big into like the games and like the little where you could win prizes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But oh, and then I don't know if you've done this, and I don't know if it's a Latino thing. My parents weren't trying to buy stuff in the park,
Yeah.
so they would pack like lunches. So we would have a cooler in the car full of sandwiches and juice and stuff like that. And then we would leave the park, walk all the way to the car, and then go eat instead of buying stuff in the park. Because back then, I'm sure it was expensive too, right?
Right.
Like a juice in there was like, well, at the time it was probably like $2.50.
Yeah, that
that
was
was,
expensive back
and
then.
then back then that was like $8. But I would say the Great America trips, or then we had another place, amusement park we'd go to, Santa's Village.
We never went there.
Yeah, that's that. I don't know if they even exist anymore. I think they closed it. But that place was pretty cool. It was an amusement park. It was like, I was gonna say like the little cousin of Great America, but it not even close because
No.
it was super small. There wasn't as many rides. There was cool stuff there, don't get me wrong. And then it was Christmas themed. So there was like Santa Claus everywhere, and like it was weird, right? Like now that I think about it, snowmen everywhere.
Did you ever go to Kittyland?
Yes.
We never went to Kittyland either.
No, never.
No.
Yeah, there was another. This was a really small amusement park. It was like almost like a carnival,
Yeah, I would
right?
say so.
Kind of. And I went there once, and I mean, it was a super popular amusement park.
Right.
It's now a Costco.
I was
They-
so sad when they tore it down.
They tore it down and put a Costco there.
Yeah.
And then man, I remember when they tore it down, there was like this in Chicago, there was a bunch of like, I guess, I don't know what I would call it, not monuments, but like very well known things. Like there was one, I think it was in North Riverside. It was a stack of cars on a pole.
Oh yeah. I
And
remember
then
that.
you had what else?
Those lips on top of this.
Oh, the
Remember those?
Magicist.
Yeah.
Magicist, I think it was. It was
Yeah.
like a big pair of lips that you would see like from the expressway, and
Time. Yeah.
there was that, and then there was like, I think the Kittyland sign was one of them, right?
Right.
You would see the Kittyland sign, and I remember hearing that when they shut it down, they were of course selling bits and pieces of the stuff, so it ended up other places. The sign was one of the things that they were selling. I think someone bought it. I mean, I thought if I had the space for it or like the land, I would buy it. It's just like an iconic thing, right? So, and then there's another town here. They have like a replica of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh, I think
That's in Niles,
Skokie, I think.
Niles Skokie area.
It's right next to each other.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a YMCA or something like that. And then in the front, they have like a version, their version of the Leaning Tower.
I thought that they were gonna replace that.
I heard that they were gonna tear it down, which I
Yeah.
think is criminal.
I know that is such a staple.
I know, it's like you drive down this one road and you always see it.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, we never went to like Kayland or Santa's Village or anything, but we used to go every year to Great America. But
That's crazy.
well, it was because my mom's company
Oh, they gave you tickets.
they gave us tickets.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it was really cool because each additional ticket was only $20.
Yeah, they used to have that thing. I think they called it a Twicket,
Oh yeah.
or you could go the next day for free.
Yeah. So every year one of us got to take an extra friend. You know, so one year would be me. Oh, because we would get 5 tickets, I think. Ooh, excuse me.
That came out of nowhere.
Did. Damn you, bubbly.
I told you.
So, every year we would take like a different friend, and then when we got older, we would fight for the like free ticket. But I think it was less. I think it was maybe like $15 a ticket that we would pay through the company. So the company would pick up the rest of the tab for the season.
Okay, so it was a discounted ticket.
Yeah, we would get discounted tickets, and then they would for the first I think 4 or 5 years that we went, we used to get food voucher.
Oh, nice.
But then they cut that off.
Of course.
So I mean, we were lucky to go.
Man, the last time you said $15 and that's a reduced ticket.
Right.
I think the last time I heard tickets to get in there were like $60.
Something like that.
That's
They don't
insane.
They don't do the Coke discount anymore. Remember how
Oh,
you
yeah.
used to take the Coca-Cola can, they would give it to
The
you to
can or the cap or something like
something
that.
like that. I think it was the can.
And you would get like a few bucks off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. It's so expensive to do stuff now.
I know. I've always wanted to go to Great America for Halloween Fest.
Oh,
And now
Fright
they're open.
Fest.
Yeah, now they're open for Christmas too.
Oh yeah, there is a Christmas one now. Maybe this year we should go.
I would like to.
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Yes, it's a date.
Yes.
Yeah, but I would say that my favorite times were like when we go to Puerto Rico or trying to think if there's any other little things. I'm sure there was a bunch of them. I'm just drawing a blank right now. But Puerto Rico was the favorite. I liked going over there.
Well, for us, I mean, we used to go to Mexico every year too.
That's kind of a thing, right? Because you have to go. Well, you figure your mom has her family there.
Right.
She has to go there to visit them.
Well, the first time I went to Mexico, I think I was like 11. I think.
I think that was about that age when
I was 11 the first time that I went.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because I grew up in Mexico for
a little while.
For a little while, yes. And then when I was older, my mom brought me here. But I missed that, you know, going to Mexico. Obviously, my grandmother making us flour tortilla and chickens and, you know, all that stuff. But here's those are good memories to have.
Then that reminds me of a funny story. Speaking of Puerto Rico and chickens, so one time, my brother and I don't know how old we were, just stupid kids. So my brother and I, we were at my grandmother's house, and my grandmother needed a chicken, so she went to the neighbor lady across the street and went and got a chicken over there because she had chickens. And my grandmother was hardcore, right? She did the thing with the neck and whatever.
Right.
Then threw the chicken in a box, put the box in the kitchen. So my brother and I are in the room just doing stupid stuff. And my brother's like, oh, let's go check out the box. And I'm just like, for what? You know, it's the chicken in there that grandma's going to cook. So my brother, he goes over there. I'm right behind him. And he goes towards the box and he goes to peek in there. As soon as he lifted the little thing of the lid, this chicken, my grandmother must have not, did it right or was in a hurry or something.
Yeah.
And this chicken popped out of the box. And you should have seen the color he changed. He changed colors. He hit the ceiling. Oh, I was laughing so much. It was so funny. So then, of course, my grandmother runs in. What's going on in here? What are you kids doing? And it's like, she's like, what? Leave, get out of here. And then she had to, of course, grab the chicken and finish the chicken off and put it back in the box. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, I think I was almost crying. My stomach
That's
hurt.
funny.
All right, we're gonna leave it there. Thanks for listening. Hopefully, there's people still listening. Yeah, we figured we just turn on the cameras, not the cameras, the microphones, and just kind of talk about that. And don't forget to visit the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. Don't forget to drop us a line on the email if you have any suggestions, whatever, complaints about Gloria's attitude.
I'm not gonna keep quiet.
As she tries to put a fake flower in her hair. She's so beautiful. All right, so the email is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And don't forget to say hello to Gloria on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Bookface, X Twitter. What else?
We're available for downloading and streaming on all major platforms, so make sure to look us up and subscribe where you can. Help us out.
Yes, please. And we do really appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. And please spread the word. Let people know that we're here. We're trying our best, people.
50 episodes in. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hopefully another 50 more.
If we don't get canceled.
Yeah. Well, no, who would cancel us?
I don't know.
We control the show here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to leave it there. Thank you again. Appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts.
Our cold, cold hearts.
Gloria, do you have anything to add?
Nope, just be kind to yourself, be nice to others, and drink your tea.
That's right. And take naps.
Yes, lots of it.
When you can.
Always.
All right, guys. See you on the next episode.
Bye.